What are the dangers of mixing too much with the public and socializing unnecessarily? So in this video, I want to discuss the inherent problem from a spiritual perspective, not discouraging people, to become abnormal and lock yourself up in a room and become like an owl, or like a lone ranger. You have to live a normal life. You have to go to work. You need to socialize as well, but you have to understand certain dangers uh, and also which people are more prone to higher negativity from these type of things. So I'm going to discuss that in this video today. For those of you who like the contents of my videos, I'd like to ask you a special favor. Please don't forget to also like and subscribe to my channel. This is going to greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to more people. And one optional extra favor, if you could just drop a comment and share it with just one other person or social media channel, I would very highly appreciate that. But bottom line, I thank you for your time and I appreciate it. Thank you very much, for listening to my videos. Um, for those who don't know me, I am Osman, a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and spiritual ailments. And my amazing offer that I have currently is a 10-minute anxiety fix for just $5, less than the price of a Starbucks coffee, right? Um, Delivered to you instantly, telepathically, anywhere globally, and pay only after you are satisfied. And this goes for all my treatments, right? Uh, for more contact information, visit my website, yogawellness786.com. And I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art form for almost 50 years, teaching for 44 years. And the uniqueness of my skills is that I've studied under various masters from different schools of thought, from different cultures across the globe, from the Far East, the Middle East, and the West, including the scientific communities, right? And I took the best of all the worlds and created my own unique protocols, making them faster, quicker, more time efficient, more results orientated, and basically making them adapted for the 21st century. And to that end, I now have students in over 100 countries. And my favorite protocol is the 5-minute yoga and meditation program, which you can download for free by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com, in exchange to subscribing to my blog, and where you can get more information about my services. Also, remember my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, what are the dangers to socializing too much, or engaging too much in the with the public, right? And traveling, too much unnecessarily. I mean, you need to commute. You need to commute. You can't, cut that out. But there are certain, dangers. But these dangers are mainly for those who are spiritually awakened. For the regular people, there isn't a perceivable danger, but you have to be aware of this. So let's take, for example, very normal, everyone can understand this. You joining, a group of people that have some undesirable habits, right? Let's say they engaging in some type of abusing of drugs or alcohol, right? And you in there in that type of this thing, it is very often that you become like them, and you adopt their habits as well. It's like similar to peer pressure, but there are some people who are very strong-willed. So typically, on campus, when in university, when I was living, on campus, it's like a major party, right? Really, if you want to have the biggest party of your life, go stay on campus. In university life, it's like a major, especially the weekends, right? Friday, it's non-stop party, and 99% of the people is all becoming like alcoholics. So I don't know these days. This was in the 1980s, right? In the ancient times. Maybe now it's like drugs and so forth, right? And I believe it's a major problem in universities, drugs, right? And majority of people, it's through the influence, right? So not only influence or habit, some people have very negative energy, they always like angry or negative and they see the wrong side of things and they're very toxic. You're like so happy and calm, and then you meet this person, and then this like this one black sheep in the company or in your university. When you come there, right, you can't stand this person. I mean, if you don't know this person, maybe it's you, right? Sorry, apologize for that. But I mean, everyone has got the personality. It's perceived as negative, you know. So we don't understand them, what's behind that negativity. So everyone is well intentioned, possibly, or they have their reasons, right, for how they are. But it influences you. Like when you go into a funeral, you're not laughing and joking, and it's a somber, environment. You go into a church, it's a different environment. It's got an energy to it, and when you come out, you feel something different, right? You feel like a bit more relaxed, calm together, right? So it is the energy that's influencing you, right, to some degree. And so a lot of people have like mundane ideas that not going to be to you, right? Not mundane generally, mundane to you. That's not going to help enhance, your mission or your, project that, or what you need to achieve. Maybe you want to become successful, you want to go up in your career, or you want to improve your finances and so forth. And you need to mix. The easiest way to success is mix with people who are more successful than you, right? They say generally, we can calculate, how much money you have, what your net worth is, by just knowing who are the five, people that you communicate the most with or interact the most with. And then you should be an average of those people, and they generally around the same level. If it doesn't reflect, you don't know, some billionaires and then some, you know, um, totally broke people who's always broke, in a very impoverished community, and another person in a castle, and you are like regularly meeting, these five people on a regular basis. Yes, everyone knows people from the whole spectrum, but which are the five people that you interact the most with? Generally within that. So it's going to influence you. The easiest way to become what you want to become, join the people better than what you better than that. Like for example, you become wealthy, join the people who are wealthy in the level that you want to become, right? And of course it's difficult to physically meet, but now with the technological advancements, you can follow their social posts, watch their YouTube videos. This is the way to understand their mindset, and your mindset will also become attuned to that frequency, which brings about a certain results. Generally thinking in a certain way brings about a specific result. If you want to get a result, learn to think in that way. That's going to generally bring about that result. And not only thinking, of course, the habits, that follow the thinking, because before the action comes, the thinking comes, right? The mindset and then the actions, the combination of mindset and actions. So it's dangerous to be mixing too much with people who's got the wrong mindset and the wrong habits, that are leading to like basically going in circles in your life, not progressing. If you want to progress. So progress is not necessarily everyone's wish, right? Some people are happy where they are, and they're fine with it. No problem. You can be fine. That is the first danger, right? Second danger is from a spiritual perspective, those who are awakened and enlightened, right? And you are like a light to the world. So usually we call you a light worker. If you had some type of awakening experience, right? Then you are awakened, right? You are a light. you're a light worker, even though you're not physically doing, because you can be a light worker by just doing your job, right? And just by smiling, occasionally, and going and being calm, and you know being just sticking to your job and doing your job, being to yourself. And the 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 work itself that you are involved in is part of probably your duty, that's bringing about a creation that is more mindful and a better quality, and you become a more valuable asset in a company. Sometimes you think you're so normal, you're average, but the company wants average people. They don't want super performance, because super performance won't stay long in a company. They will want to go to better and better salaries and better company. They want the average people, right, who can't easily find other jobs, and who's not searching for higher and higher levels, will stay long term, the long game. For companies, stability is more important. Yes, they will utilize a few bright sparks. They know they're coming and going, not going to last long, right? And of course, they don't want from the lower end that is destructive in the company, right? And so forth. So you as a light worker, you are giving a light to everyone, and I will not be surprised if you're a light worker that things you're in financial difficulty always. You're always is easily getting illnesses. You're feeling body pains. You get stresses, and you get headaches. You get all funny type of things because you don't know how to wash off this influence, because you're like a magnet taking the negative energy of people, right? This is not for normal people, just the light workers. So when you're interacting too much with the public and so forth, unnecessarily, then you're going to feel like a truck ran over you. So I'll give you an example of a story that happened today, right? I was speaking about this, to someone that is, I know is a light worker, and I was giving them some advice on, advancement and speeding up the progress and so forth. And then I said, try to not mix too much with other people, because you are like a magnet. You will become sick, right? And you need to do certain practices regularly to wash this off, on a regular basis. Do even before going to bed, do at least a 5 to 10 minute meditation. This acts to, like recharge, reset you, and remove, shrug off all these accumulation of negativity. And you need to have a dedicated daily practice in spirituality. If you don't do this, you're going to not be advancing in spirituality, you'll be declining, because other people's negativity is getting attracted into you, right? So you are giving positivity to others, but their negativity, where is it going? Disappearing? No, it comes to you, right? And how is that shown? It exhibits itself through financial problems, relationship problems, health problems, all types of problems, right? And but if you're doing a regular system, right, that is recommended by someone who is advanced, and who is like an advanced level yoga meditation teacher like myself, then this is compulsory for you to do every day. There's no way you can't be in the system, no way, if you want to have a normal life, right? Especially if you are awakened, spiritually awakened. So hope that information helps you. Take care of yourself always.